For this video lesson, ang focus naman natin is how to subtract integers. So, i-review muna natin how to add integers because we will be needing this when we perform subtraction of integers. So remember, we have two rules and it depends upon the signs of the given. Kapag the same signs, we can simply add their absolute values and copy the common sign. While kapag different signs, just subtract their absolute values and copy the sign of the integer with a greater absolute value. So let's have the following examples. Number 1, they are both negative, so same signs, just add their absolute values. 5 plus 17, that's 22, and copy the common sign. Same thing with number 2, they are both positive, so just add. It's either we put the positive sign or just leave it like that. Number 3, they have different signs, so we need to subtract their absolute values. So 10 minus 8, that's 2, and which one has the higher absolute value? That's negative 10. So the answer is negative 2. Number 4, 17 plus negative 5. Again, they have different signs, so just subtract and copy the sign of the higher absolute value. So this one is positive. Last, number 5, negative 18 plus 5. So different signs, subtract and copy the sign of the higher absolute value. So we'll have negative 13. I hope na-master na yan because we'll be needing that in subtracting integers. So here is the rule in subtracting integers. When subtracting integers, remember to add the opposite. Tandaan na lang natin itong rule na ito. Keep, change, change, and proceed to the rule of addition. Remember to keep the minuend, change the operation, and change the sign of the subtrahend to its opposite. For example, we have this mathematical sentence. 7 minus 8 equals blank. 7 is the minuend, 8 is the subtrahend, while the answer is called the difference. Sabi dito, keep the minuend. So let's keep the minuend as is. Change the operation. From the operation of subtraction, we will change it to addition and then change the sign of the subtrahend, positive 8. So we'll change that into negative 8. So now as you can see, naging addition sentence na ito. So we need to proceed to the rule of addition. What is the rule? When we add different signed numbers. Yes, so we need to subtract the absolute values. So 8 minus 7, 1. And copy the sign of the higher absolute value. So the answer in this subtraction sentence is negative 1. Ayun ang ibig sabihin ng add the opposite. Let's have more examples. Dahil nagsisimula pa lang tayo, let's use the keep, change, change. So here, we keep the minuend, change the operation, and change the subtrahend to its opposite. Proceed to addition. 12 plus positive 6, they are both positive, so that is 18, and copy the common sign. So the final answer here is 18. Next, negative 7 minus 2. So we keep the minuend, negative 7, change the operation, and change the sign of the subtrahend. So here, this is positive 2, we change it to negative 2. Now we have the same signed numbers. So we just add them and copy their common signs. Therefore, the answer here is negative 9. And then number 3, negative 5. Copy that and then add it to the opposite of the subtrahend. Opposite of 5 is negative 5. So since we have both negative numbers, when we add common signs, simply add their absolute values and copy the common signs. Therefore, the answer here is negative 10. Remember, keep, change, and proceed to the rule of addition. Now, let me check kung talagang may naintindihan on how to subtract integers. Again, you can pause this video for a while, get a ball pen and paper to answer this, or try to solve mentally if you can. You have 60 seconds or 1 minute to answer this. Okay, so time's up. So let's answer the following. Again, the rule is keep, change, and proceed to the rule of adding integers. So number 1, keep, change, and change. Positive 15. Number 2, we keep the minuend, change the operation, and change the sign of the subtrahend. It will now be negative 5. So when we add different signs, we simply subtract their absolute values and copy the sign of the higher absolute value. So that is positive. Next, negative 8 minus negative 10, we keep, we change, and we change the sign of the subtrahend. Different signs, subtract 2, copy the sign of the higher absolute value. The answer is 2. Next, number 4, negative 17 minus. So we change the operation to addition and change the sign, so it will become positive 5. Different signs, subtract 17 minus 5, 12. Copy the sign of the higher absolute value. The answer is negative 12. Number 5, copy, change, and change. Since they are both positive, it will simply be positive 20. Next, negative 7 minus 5 plus 8. Unahin muna natin yung nasa loob ng parentheses. So we keep, we change, and we change the sign of positive 5. That will be negative 5. So negative 7 plus negative 5, that is negative 12 plus 8. So negative 12 plus 8, it will become 4. Copy the sign of the higher absolute value, that's negative 4. Number 7, 3 minus 5. So copy, change, and change. That is 5 minus 3, 2. Copy the sign of the higher, that's negative 2, plus negative 10. These are both negatives, so just add their absolute values and copy their common sign. So this is negative 12. So that's how we subtract integers. Thank you.